rhythm. When the shadows lurk, you're my guiding star. Cutting through the darkness, no matter how far. Side by side, what we face, we embrace. Soul to soul, intertwined in our space. Fight the fears that come at night. Half-life sisters in the light, we unite. We're the sirens, in the silence we roar. Bound by blood that's thicker than war. In the chaos, we find peace where the storm. Half-life sisters, fearless, we're reborn. United pulses in the cosmic fray, holding back the night, turning skies to day.
Let's do it. Alrighty. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on what side of the world you are in. Welcome to Talk and Play, baby. HalfLifeSistah. She's back. I'm back. You have officially entered into the Chit-Chat Vibe Session of the stream. I have me today, my sidekick, my assistant and co-host, Sir Torfil. Please say hello to our people.
Hello, people.
As well as our special, ever so special guest co-host, Big Groot. Say hello, baby, to our people.
Hi, everybody.
Listen to him, guys. Do you guys hear his voice? It is so beautiful, so warm, so welcoming, so inviting, and I just love it. I'm so happy to have you with us today. Groot, you're so wonderful, baby. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing all right. Again, have this Kool-Aid smile on my face, thanks to you.
Me too. Just so, I love you so much. You're so amazing. I just want to squeeze you and just hold you tight and just eat you all up. My goodness. One day we will meet. We will all meet one day. And I'm sure we will. Little by little, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. Whatever. So we're going to have a short chit-chat session today. We have Sir Torfil going to give us a hot topic as well as Groot. And maybe not a hot topic, but what's popping or what's happening now, I would say. So before we continue, let me see who we have in the chat. I see that we have Miss Luna in the house. And we have Jono, of course, hi baby, in the house. We're waiting for some other people to come. Hopefully Steph will be here on Friday, guys. Thankfully, she'll be released from the hospital. I think today's her last day, so she'll be going home, I think, tomorrow. So she should be in chat tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. So happy about that. So yeah. Thank you, Jono. Love you, baby. Thank you so much. And Angelic is in. How you doing, sis? How you doing, beautiful? I love you so much. How you feeling today? Are you off today, or you're like just breezing by during your little lunch break or something like that? It's actually, so you're probably off by now. Maybe not, I don't know. But how you doing, girl? And also, Cheesesteak is in the house. Chris is in the house. Hi, Sugar Pie. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend and a nice start of the week so far. How was your week so far, Sir Torfil?
It's good. I had the plumber come by today, so I'm having a whole bunch of shit fixed, and hopefully that's all gonna get done before my daughter comes to visit.
I hope so. That's in next week, right?
Yeah, 10 days.
Oh my goodness. I'm
And
excited.
yeah, and other than that, trying to find new stuff to do. I found out they got a pretty good pistol range around here, so I might start shooting again. So we'll see how it
Oh,
goes.
Mr. White, palm-colored person, you better do your thing. You're in the right state to be using a gun, okay?
Right? I already got my concealed carry permit, so we are
Good
Gucci.
for you. So happy for you. Now, how long will she be staying down here?
I think till the 3rd of September.
Oh, so not that long. A few days. Okay.
No, because she already had the vacation time in, and then she obviously got the new job, so it kind of shifted shit around. But
Okay. No
this was just to
problem.
come visit, and so she can spend. I can spend her birthday with her here, and some extra time taking her around,
Of
and then
course.
she's gonna spend Yama's birthday with Yama.
I'm excited. I'm so she's also very excited about that. So our daughters share well what more his oldest daughter and Amaya Yama, our baby. They have their birthdays a day apart, right? So
Yes,
they
one
spent
day.
it together 2-3 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they're spending it together this year as well. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, and they got drunk. Did they get drunk? Did they drink a lot or something?
Yeah,
They get
got
drunk,
hammered.
but they got a
got
little
hammered. They went to the bar.
So
Yeah.
cute. Alrighty, get some of these messages really quickly. Miss Luna, Jono, Chris, Groot also joined us, of course. Where's your avatar? I don't see your avatar. Make it work. Come on, babe, make it happen. I cannot function without seeing your avatar moving at the bottom of the screen, Groot. Make it happen, okay? Andy, whatever. So much pressure, right? You got to come up with a hot topic and make sure that your avatar's there. It's a lot going on. Andy, whatever. So I washed my hair. I finally got my hair washed. Well, I guess, I can imagine people that's not used to coming to Chit-Chat session on my lives, and they come here to Chit-Chat and they hear me talking about my hair, and my hemorrhoids and stuff. They're like, oh my God, this woman's a mess. They just leave. Like, I don't blame y'all. If you're coming in there, I cannot blame you. This Chit-Chat supposed to be lit, and it usually is, but if you're coming at this time, it ain't fun. Moving forward. I finally finished washing my hair. This is also boring for old people to talk about. I finished washing my hair, it's joyful. And every time I wash my hair, I do this deep conditioning thing over the course of about 2-3 days, whatever. I have this what it's called is hypersensitivity, non-allergic hypersensitivity to something. And because it's not an allergic reaction, it's just I'm very sensitive to the fragrances, I guess, or whatever that's made with this conditioner. And when I tell you that for 3 days straight, I was sneezing profusely, coughing profusely, and my nose was draining. You think I had, allergies. It was horrible, and my eyes were itching. It was horrible. Just yesterday, I was able to say, "Oh my God, I'm me again." But it took almost 3 full days for me to get back on track. So that's what's happening now, guys. I hope it was entertaining for you. But I'm feeling better now. My hair is clean, my hair is nice and washed and clean, you know what I'm saying? Still covered, but it's clean, you know what I'm saying? Very happy about that. Moving right along. Let's spin the wheel, and then we're going to go into Sir Torfil's hot topic, and we're going to end it with Groot's hot topic. Where is your avatar? Okay, There's my baby. I see him right, them pretty blue pants. Okay, can't read. Why not? It's okay, though. No worries. Really? Oh my God, something's happening with Twitch. No worries at all, baby. Thank you so much, okay? I'm sure you'll be able to do it when you are able to do it. That kind of sucks, though.
Stupid.
Twitch is a mess. Hope the Twitch gods are not listening right now. But y'all need to get it together. All right, let me think of a question to ask you guys. I didn't come up with one. Hold on 1 second. This should be a really easy one. I mean, at this point, they should all be easy. All of them.
You have to sit you down one day and come up with new questions.
Yeah. Okay. This is so easy. What are the two Okay, what are my 2 favorite colors? Yeah, that's easy. What are my 2 favorite colors, guys? So easy. Chime below. That's an easy one, Groot. What do you think?
Has left the building.
Jono said army green and turquoise. You are absolutely incorrect. I'm joking. You're absolutely right, baby. Good job. That is so cool that you remembered that, baby. Did you write that down? Or did you really remember that? Because that's accurate. Army green and turquoise, yeah. Yeah, I just love it so much. I really do. Like, you know, you guys probably didn't even notice. Don't pay me any attention, but the past 2 months, I think I've been wearing army green tops, you know, over and over and over again. I just love it. It's just my color. You know what I'm saying? It's my color. All right, so let me go ahead and spin the wheel really quickly. I'm going to go right into Sir Toyfield's hot topic. And we're going to end it with Groot.
You know what I found out too? That they have a base out here. And so I can get you more army green shirts.
I don't know if I need any more army green shirts, baby. Thank you so much. But I have quite a few from
if they
before.
Ever wear out, I can go to the Coast Guard base. Apparently, I have access, and they have a they have a full store on base.
Okay, well, thank you. So he got me a lot of when he worked on base before he retired. He bought me, I think he bought me about 4 of them, army green shirts, because I was trying to do the whole cosplay in GTA. Dressing like my avatar in GTA. I gotta show you guys that my avatar one day. I think I look a lot like her. You know, similar build and everything. It's really crazy. So I was trying to do the whole, you know, dressing like my avatar, and it was pretty fun when I was streaming playing the game, but not anymore. All right, moving right along. Let's go ahead and spin this once if you want anything. Damn, I was hoping it was going to land on versus reaction. That's a good one. Look at you. I love it. Was that a devil? What was that on the screen that came up? It was dancing, I think.
Devil. It's the devil.
Oh, that's so cute.
The devil
Good job, Sir Toyfield. I love it, baby. Thank you so much. He couldn't wait to press that button. He couldn't wait for you not to win something. He was ready. He was faster than I could have done. Okay, you're going too far. Okay, moving right along. Next time though, okay, baby? All right, so let's go into your hot topics, Sir Toyfield.
Okay, we're doing me first. Okay. Now, you all know who Dimebag Darrell is, right?
Yes, we do.
Pantera. So guess what they're doing? When it comes to guitar legends, few were as wild as untamed as Dimebag. With his electrifying guitar riffs, he tore through the airwaves, creating his soundtrack for a generation of headbangers. Super 7 will immortalize the iconic shredder in its collection of 3 1/4 scale Music Legends reaction figures. This articulated figure will capture the powerhouse guitarist in all of his glory. Adorned with an oversized razor blade necklace right down to his iconic pink beard. Intricate tattoo details and a whole lot of, what is it? Get your pull, or whatever the fuck that is.
Get your pull. Spell it?
Getcha, and then the word pull. I don't know. Must be something. He also comes with removable culprit cherry bomb guitar. He also is ready to unleash those unforgettable solos. So, English, to put this in a nutshell, Super 8, which is a company that makes pop figures for for different artists, musicians, and things like that, comic books, and so on. They are literally turning Dimebag into a G.I. Joe action figure. So,
okay,
I will post. Let me see. Yep, there it is. I'm going to post the link for if anybody's interested in any of this. Here is the link to where you can go and look up what he looks like and so on. And you can go ahead and get yourself your very own Dimebag Darrell and pretend to be, a guitarist with one hand, not two.
Why would they have to pretend to be a guitarist when they just got? Let me let you guys see what this is all about. Go away. Hold on. You short here. This is a stupid site, man. What's going on? Why is it acting stupid? I'm trying to scroll down. Here we are. Okay. All right, there we are. So this is Dimebag Darrell. Okay, I think it's absolutely adorable. Super cute. Is that like his signature goatee color he would have?
Yeah.
Is
pink.
it? Okay. I think it's adorable. I think they could have done better with making it look more like him, but they just seem to half booty. These these pop, well, not the pop dolls. The pop dolls are meant to be like very, you know, tongue in cheek kind of. But when it comes to like the action figures, they could do better. They could do better. But it's adorable though. It's absolutely adorable. Okay.
Yeah, they make
Nice.
apparently quite a few of them, like Notorious B.I.G. and all kinds of different ones.
I've always, you know, back when I first started streaming, I would say, you know, that I would love to have a pop doll of myself. Oh, get it made and then send it as a gift to someone, you know, my most loved soldier or whatever, you know,
There's
most
a place
faithful
that will
soldier.
make those.
From with my face, send it to me right now. I don't believe it. I won't believe it until I actually receive it. Hi, Chaotic. Chaotic's in the chat. He's in the house. Groot, are you with us, baby? What did he do? Did he step away?
He's muted.
Okay, he's muted.
I'm not
Okay.
muted anymore.
Okay, he's here. All right, great. Yeah. We're going to go into your hot topic, well, what's happening now in a few minutes, baby.
Okay.
Our pinhead figure. Hi, Baby Wolf is also in the house. Thank you for posting that as well, baby. Did you find it, Satorfo?
Yeah, it's literally on the Funko called Pop Yourself. Copy. Hold on. I have to read through exactly and see how to do it. But here
But so
it
you're
is.
saying you can actually get your own face.
Mm-hmm.
How would they do that though? Like, how would they get the side
You
profile?
gotta remember, a Funko Pop has an oversized head, so it's gonna.
Yeah,
be
that's super cute.
Yeah.
I want a bobblehead. No, I really do.
You are a bobblehead sometimes.
That's why I want one. I need it. Okay. Oh, so it doesn't. Oh, so these are pop dolls. They're not like figure dolls. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they're not bobbleheads either.
Well, you can make them a bobble. You can get those as bobbleheads, but you had said pop. That's why I looked at the
I
pop
did?
up, so-
Well, I
Yeah,
meant
you did.
bobblehead. This could be anybody. Look at this crap, man. You
Well, that's
can't tell
because
us these
that's a
people's
generic.
faces. Oh, man. Ah. And this could be anybody. I don't like it. I hate it. You guys seeing this? You can't even tell this is the person on the damn thing. Nah, man. Nah. I need an actual figurine, an actual bobblehead that looks like me. Not too much to ask for.
Here you go.
This day and age,
Hold on.
like, come on.
How about this one? I'll send you. It's a big ass link though. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Thank you.
If you scroll down a little bit, you see the word featured bobbleheads, and it shows you the people.
Okay. Is there any aspect of creation that the U.S. hasn't made into a commodity product? No, they have not. Man, people are selling their urine. They're selling their underwear. They're selling,
You can sell a testicle for $11,000.
you can sell just about anything. I'm just saying, people will buy just about anything. And there's a streamer, I think, Amaranth, whatever her name
yes.
is. She has sold some real interesting things. And
Bathwater.
people will buy it. They just want it. My second year, I think, streaming, I was sweating under my armpits a lot. And I was dabbing it as I always do with Kleenex. And somebody in the chat was like, mail it to me, I want it. I'm like, okay, I'll give it to you, bro. I'll give
It was
to you.
Belle Delphine. She's the one who did that weird face with the eyeballs rolled back and the tongue sticking out.
What are you talking about?
She sold bathwater for $30 a pop.
She ain't the only one. There's a lot of them that are selling a lot of their underwear. It's crazy. It's crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
but she's the one who started the whole bathwater thing. She made over $90,000 selling dirty bathwater.
I don't know who started it. I just know that they're all doing it. Okay, so this is the place I have to be. Okay. This is the place I will pin. Because I want to make it happen. They're probably really expensive, though.
$65.
That's not bad. That ain't bad, man. I
We'll
would
design
totally
it.
buy this. I have to
Buy it
design
for
at least
Christmas
two.
Present.
Thank you. I have to have at least two. Keep one for myself and then send one to, you know what? I can do a raffle. That'd be so fun, guys. Like as if I think people want to have a damn bobblehead of me. But it's fine. Moving right along. All righty. So, Groove, baby, what's on your mind? Let us hear.
Um, uh, like I said earlier, I wanted to touch on something you mentioned last week, about making time for yourself, focusing on the things that you enjoy. I know you were joking about um, finding that balance between being home with Wolf and you two kind of butting heads from time to time.
Ooh,
And you're just like, you
yes.
know what?
Ooh,
I'm gonna go back to work.
yeah.
But you
Ooh.
realized, ooh,
Yeah.
I don't like certain people.
Right.
And and you touched on it briefly, and I was hoping you were going to go more in depth with the fact that life gets very busy for us,
It
and
does.
it's real easy to get swept up in that daily, weekly, monthly grind, and
Yeah.
forgetting that it's important to remember that our time is a gift, and our life is not just a list of things to do. It's an opportunity for us
Ooh.
to do the things that we love and care about with the people we love and care about, or just by ourselves. Um, and I just want to encourage everybody to make a little space in your schedule for the things that make you light up, whether it's reading a book, playing a video game, reading a comic, going to Barnes and Noble, whatever the case may be. Take some time to recharge. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to lead to financial gain. I think the reward is that simple joy and relaxation that it will bring you and possibly other people when they realize that you have a chance to be relaxed. Especially when you have a family or friends that constantly see you in work mode 24/7, 365. It's very different when even me, when I used to see my dad just kick back and relax, I'm like, wow, and now I am, going on 40, and my nieces and nephews, they hit me up every so often, and they ask, Uncle Brian, when is the last time that you just did nothing?
Wow.
And aside from these past few weeks, I couldn't really remember when the last time I did nothing. Anyway, I said all that to say, your passions, our passions, they are what make us. And don't be afraid to put a little bit of your precious time into things that make you you. Yeah.
I love that so much. Thank you for sharing that, baby. Absolutely. That's a great reminder to all of us, I think. I'm about that these days. I at least try to be about that these days. And I also am practicing to step away from the thing that I love doing so much. Because our time is very valuable. You're right, Groove. And my grandbaby's not going to be this age forever. And these are precious moments that I don't want to miss. So I have been actively stepping away from what I've been working on just so I can get on the floor and just spend time with him. So I love that you shared that. I love that you have that. You're in that space, that headspace. That's a really good place to be. I saw a video the other day, actually yesterday, and there was a snippet of certain things that certain people have said that has touched people, and it was one of the persons was Cat Williams. And I can't remember what he said verbatim, but the sentiment was, when you lay down at night, if you can say to yourself that this is it, this may be my last night, and I'm good, I'm happy with that, then you've done well for yourself. So last night when I laid down, and so Wolf gets my bed together for me for bed. He tucks me in, guys, like a baby. What happened? I think we lost a torpor. But he tucks me in every night, okay? And he'll get the side of the bed ready for me and pull the covers back and got my heated blanket, Screw, he's amazing. My weighted blanket. I just feel like I'm in heaven. And as I laid down last night, snuggled up to myself in my little bed, what do you call it, a little bed pillow? What is it called? The little thing you hug? It's a pillow that's the length of your body.
Body pillow?
Yeah, damn, a bed pillow. Stupid. Yes, body pillow, baby. Thank you. So hard. But as I'm snuggling, I'm like asking myself, okay, this is it. This might be your last night. Are you happy with yourself? And I said, yeah, I'm happy. And I just cuddled up and just melted into the bed. And I end up eventually fell asleep, you know? And I'm trying to exercise that, Groot. I really am. I'm trying to be mindfully in, like, you know, being present. Being present is such a hard thing to actually, to really do. You feel me, Groot? Because, like, you're a busy guy. You're working all the time. And, you're hustling and you're bustling. You get home and you have to, like, speed things up, and you rarely, I'm sure, I can imagine, you rarely have your me time. Because you come home, you're with your partner, you know, you're taking care of her. Because, you know, a lot of men, good ones, they take care of their partners before they take care of themselves. But then you have to stop and think, like, where's the time? Where is it for me? Where is my time? Where's my wind down time? Now, do you ever feel like that, Drew? Do you ever feel like you got to, like, squeeze in a little time for yourself?
Yeah, and I'm reminding myself that it's not a bad thing to do that, but I'll admit, whenever I do it from home to work, I feel guilty because I'm thinking, like, damn, I could be doing this, I should be doing this,
Oh, baby.
and it kind of kicks you, and because I'm not saying women are not taught this, but for men, you know, it's always if you're not making use of your time and doing A, B, C, and D, you're not a real man. You're not taking care of responsibilities.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you know, I'm 40. I'm going to be 40 shortly, and
Right.
you know, I have coworkers who ask me, and they're women, well, what do you do for fun? And I tell them, they're like, but you're a grown man. I'm like, yeah, I play video games. I play Dungeons and Dragons. I'll go to the movies. I'll read a
Adorable.
book.
Duh.
And I have to, remind them that my hobbies could be a lot worse. I could be wasting money going to a strip club or drinking all the time, or
Yeah.
whatever. I could be
Right. Yeah.
one of those guys. But
Right.
I try to make sure that I am just me. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to shut up.
Don't shut up,
I
baby.
know
Don't do it.
I know a lot of us lose that part of ourselves once we hit a certain age or place in our career where we're thinking we're going to be more than what we are. And we have to just remind ourselves, we should not be trying to live up to the images that were put into our head a decade or more ago by society that is ever changing. Every other year, every other month, there's something new. There's a new standard you have to rise to. And I know it's 10 times worse for women. So I can, as a man, I'm just like, for us, it's consistently been, you have to be this to prove you are a masculine provider, and so on and so forth. And then with women, it's like, okay, you have to be homemaker, you have to be wife, you have to be mom, you got to be sexy, you got to be quiet, but you also have to be forthcoming about your thoughts and feelings to a man, because we can't read minds. And make sure when you're doing all that, you you refrain from being too much, too loud, too this, too that.
Yes. Oh,
And,
my goodness. Yes.
Yeah, I just that all boils down to, like I said before, or like actually you've said countless times, directly and indirectly to your stream, be yourself, and pour into yourself, and make time for the things that make you happy.
Baby, yes.
I wanted to thank you for bringing that up last week, because it really just made me go, yeah, I have to go back to that. And I hope everybody does that for themselves.
Absolutely. And I'm happy that you shared. I'm happy it resonated with you. Really, though. A lot of times I feel like I'm just talking into the air. I know you guys are listening, but a lot of times I'm talking for myself, and I'm hoping that what I share touches someone and it helps someone in some kind of way. And that's wonderful, baby. So I'm happy that resonated with you. And that's definitely something I'm putting into motion on a daily. I'm trying, at least. And it's interesting that you stated that how men, you guys have to put up this I wouldn't say a facade, but you're trying to live up to a certain standard of an idea of a standard that you guys have and that society has placed on you. And that is hard. And the part that stood out the most to me is when you said that how you used to, like, if you feel like if you have to, because you haven't reached that standard or that level that you feel you should be at, you don't rest because you feel guilty, like you don't deserve the rest. You don't deserve to take breaks. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't gotten there. Did I read you right? Was I understanding you correctly? Yeah, and that reminds me of, I hate to be talking about him right now. He's probably listening. But it reminds me of Wolf. He is the kind of person that he will beat himself up if he is not making as much money as he think he should have made this week. He will beat himself up. He will go do some hard labor somewhere at one of the rentals or something. He will put in a lot of physical work because he feels that he deserves to torture himself. He deserves to beat himself up. And I hate that about him. And he feels that if he has not had a successful day or, the day wasn't as successful as he felt it could have been, or the week, he does not want to sit down and play games. He doesn't want to, he doesn't feel he deserved it. So he will sit down and play a game if he feels that he deserved that time. And I don't think that's healthy. I don't think it's a healthy relationship you're having with yourself if you have to have all these stipulations. Like, we should just be free to just be. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay, I feel, if you had for me, I feel that if my day was hard and it wasn't as successful as I wanted to be, hell, me relaxing into a game is what I need. That's going to make me feel good. Good endorphins. I want the good endorphins, not the bad, but I don't want to sit and fester in my sad space and you know what I'm saying, guys? So we deserve to live a little more, be a little freer in the way that we care for ourselves, and definitely love ourselves a little more. You know what I'm saying, baby? So yeah, blah, blah, blah. What say you, Sir Topher? What's on your mind?
On my mind? He said that, the expectations and so on are on men and women, but I feel also that the expectations on women have adapted slightly over time, way more than they have for men. Because men account for 50% of the US population, but account for 80% of the suicides. So just that alone tells you that shit hasn't changed all that much. Guys are still judged on what they can present. Men are judged on what they can provide for a relationship. They're always judged on providing. And even when you listen to some of these little, new generation girls talking, it's like, well, how much should he make to be, whatever? They come up with these astronomical figures because they have no freaking idea what it takes to make a six-figure income. But it's still the expectation of it. And it's just, I'm hoping that some of that changes. Guys can't show emotion or they're considered weak. Boys don't cry. That shit is still around from God knows when, and it is still as prevalent nowadays as it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago when I was coming up. Mm-hmm. Some of the shit just hasn't changed at all. Boys can't show, emotion. You can't show that I forgot what the word is right now, but that you understand somebody else's emotions and what have you. So that's why the suicide rate is so damn high, because guys just don't see those signals and signs in other people. We don't see it in other men, because the other men will not let on that they are feeling down, that they are depressed.
So I'm
sad.
I'm glad you said that, because I was going to interject and make a point to state that it's not that times are just as hard on men as it has been 50 years ago. It's that men, I feel, in my most humblest opinion ever, that a lot of men are still adapting that way of thinking. So they are putting on or allowing those ideals and you know what I'm saying, those philosophies to be a part of who they are and their identity. They're not, you know what I'm saying, like they're holding to this idea that they can't share their thoughts, their feelings. And, so yeah, while yes, that women, a lot of women do still, some women I would say, do still feel those things, and have those expectations from their partner. But I think a lot of times men are still attaching, they're anchoring to this idea that they think that society has placed on them, and they themselves, it's finding it hard to step away from it. That's my opinion,
Yeah, because that's what they're taught.
Right, but what I'm saying is at some point we can't place the blame on women. It has to be that the man themselves, because you're blaming women. You're saying that the women, think a man
No,
is
I
weak, blah, blah,
didn't.
blah. Well, excuse me, baby. Listen to what I'm saying. You did say that a lot of women are not, you stated that women are expecting men to make a lot of money, and if their man is expressing emotion, that they're considered weak. You place some of the blame on women, right? And I'm saying that it's not just that it's women, it's also men themselves that are used to living their lives in a way based off of societal norms, that they themselves find it hard to step away from that. Because there are times, I'm speaking from my personal experience with my husband, I feel that I am a very down-to-earth person. I'm very open-minded, I'm accepting, talk to me about any and everything. And even he, as close as we are, have attached a lot of these old philosophies and thoughts of being a man onto himself. And I've never imposed that onto him. Never. I want him to cry. I want him to talk about his feelings. I want him to know, I want him to feel empowered when he does share, when he does feel things. So it's something that has happened. It's been ingrained in men to be and to think and to feel certain ways. And it has nothing to do necessarily with outside, influences. You feel me? What I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying, Groot?
Yes, I do. And
Yeah.
also, I will say that I understand Sir Toyfield's perspective, and I will also say that they don't make a lot of women like yourself.
I appreciate that.
Because I too have heard, and it has befuddled me, left me flabbergasted when I've heard women my age and scarier age.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Younger.
Educate me.
And say these things. Say, well, I want a man who is 6'2". He can't be too quote unquote emotional.
Okay.
He can't be too empathetic.
Okay.
He has to make X amount of dollars.
Okay.
He has to do this, and this. And I'm looking at these ladies like, and listening, I'm like, whoa, this is scary. This is frightening. Because I number one, there's no way in the heck that I'm making six figures. The probably the only thing I can pass on their list of standards is I'm 6'2".
Gotcha.
That's about it. And it's like you said, we men as a collective, I think, and it's not putting the blame on women, not at all. This is from society as a whole, men and women pushing that narrative that men cannot be empathetic, they cannot show emotion, they cannot have thoughts that make it seem as though they're a less masculine man. There's a lot. There's a lot, and I don't want to. I don't want to repeat a lot of what he said.
No, listen.
He hit the nail on the head, and I know it's a Chit-Chat Vibe Session.
This is
but
what it's
I will
about.
say, between the perspective of this new generation and the older generation that's picking up this perspective of the new generation, it's very, it's a bad time to be a man at times. I feel like, okay, I can't express certain thoughts because I don't want to be seen as a chauvinistic, toxic, masculine, whatever. And I have nephews that I have to teach, hey, it's okay for you to cry.
Yes.
It's okay for you to express disappointment in whomever disappointed you. They have this thing now where if a young man expresses himself in an emotional way, they call him sassy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I had to tell my oldest nephew, who is 15 going on 16, I said, look, anybody that tries to put you in a box regarding your thoughts and your feelings, you cut that person out your life or you put them in a timeout.
Oh,
You have
I
to
love
decide
that.
whether or not they're worthwhile to keep in your life. Because anybody, whether it's a man or a woman, a young lady you're interested in that's telling you that you're weak or you're not masculine because
Yeah.
you decided, hey, I didn't like the way you spoke to me that
love
day.
that.
I just have to. I'm trying my best to
Love
teach
that,
him
baby.
Yeah, it's okay to be balanced and
Yeah.
tell someone how you feel. If they don't respect
Absolutely.
it, they don't want to hear it, guess what? You're not a tree. You don't have to stay there and take it. You
Yeah.
move along.
I love that about you as a man and also as an uncle. That's what we need. We need more of that. And I wanna say that I have a tendency, and I apologize to both of you, because I never want to make a man or anyone, man or woman or child or whoever, feel like they are being gaslit or that they're not being heard, right? When I talk to Wolf at times, we would have these type of conversations and we're going back and forth, and he would tell me that you're speaking from your perspective. You're not like at the average woman. And so I'm doing it again where I'm speaking from my head space. But yes, when you made it a statement about 6'2" and all these things, yeah, a lot of women are like that. I keep forgetting that a lot of women are like that. I'm like, it's mind-boggling to have these lists of things. Listen, I think my list is relatively short. I'm not in love with a person. I would not fall in love with a person because of their appearance, because I see it as just a body. This is how I really feel, guys. It is just a body. What is important is what's in that brain of theirs and what's in their heart and how they move. That to me is attractive, and that to me will always get my vote. But a lot of women, yeah, and men, but I'm talking about the women right now, they will base their attraction to a person based solely on the way they look. As if their body is banging, that makes them a good woman or a good catch. It should never have any bearing on you and this person being a potential match because of their body. To me is mind-boggling. It really is. And I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent right now. Thank you, baby. But to me is mind-boggling to look at a person, a man or a woman, and be like, oh my God, his body. Oh, I want to go on a date with him because of their body. To me, it's weird, but I get it. No offense to anybody. But for me, like, it's way much more, for me, the connection, the emotional connection. You can say I'm a sapiosexual, demisexual. That's what you can get my ovaries popping for much more than how you look. Trust and believe. So I apologize to Torfel and Groot. Yes, baby. A lot of women, not that I'm special, because I don't think I'm special, but I am definitely different. I know that. And I say that because my sisters think very different. When I say sisters, I mean my best friends who I consider my sisters, not my blood relatives. I don't deal with them. But my best friends who are my sisters, we are very, very different when it comes to our take on relationships, partnerships, and all that stuff. You know, for me, my husband, he has all access to anything I have in my life, my money, whatever, and he pay all our bills. I'm good. They have separate bank accounts. My bad, I'm talking too much. But I'm different, so I know this, and I'm speaking from my point of view, not considering the masses. So not to gaslight anybody listening right now. I get your point, Satorful, and I get your point, Rude. Moving right along. And that's
can I
it.
post a really short video?
No, you
for to
cannot.
watch?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I already did. Yeah, watch that really quick. It's a short one. It's a YouTube little quickie. I think it's a minute and 33.
Wait a minute. Make sure what do I have? Oh, never mind.
How do you deal with a man that is more sensitive than you?
It gets strange for me in conversations like these when we talk about one party being more sensitive or more soft, and a lot of times that kind of boxes men in, and it's alarming because if a man can't be sensitive and soft in his relationship, then where can he be? Like,
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know too many men that don't want to take their guard down with their old lady. Like, I don't want to have to come home and protect myself from you. Like, do you know what I gotta go through out in the world, and then to have to come home and guard and tiptoe with you because I can't be vulnerable? Like, even when we use the word soft, bruh, a man being hard all the time will destroy him. Get you a man that gotta be hard all the time and see how he handle you. Brother, a man has to find softness in himself to properly handle those parts of you. Empathy is like a huge quality that's necessary for a healthy partnership. And in order to empathize, one almost has to see oneself. And if a man can't see himself
Sorry,
in your
guys.
emotions,
I turned
if he
on.
can't see himself in your softness, then again, what do you think he's going to do? So when you talk about not wanting a man that's more sensitive than you, that's you falling into training that cuts pieces of a man off.
Absolutely.
And then you complain about those pieces being missing when he show up at your doorstep.
Yeah, that's valid. Absolutely valid. Thank you for sharing that, Satorfil. I've had people like Wolf. One thing I love about him is that this brother he has no problem crying in front of another grown man. He's just so comfortable being a man. And I love that. And I've heard people that would see him cry in person for whatever the reason is. Like, oh, Wolf, his name is George. You're always crying. You a crier. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I don't like that because it's like you make a person feel like there's something wrong with them. You make them feel like they're being othered. Like there's nothing wrong with being a person that is okay to express their emotions, but also that have these emotions. Like that should be a safe person, I would think. And not a person that's so keen to hide their feelings and hide when they're hurting or they're having, real deep, intimate moments or feelings about someone, whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling. Like, I love that about him. He's so raw like that. And I encourage all men to be that way, to just share. And now he's sharing a little more. Like I told you guys, he's in all the years we've been together, I can count probably on one hand the amount of time he told me that I hurt his feelings. The first time he told me, it was a couple of years ago, I'm like, oh, it broke me down. I'm like, oh my God, baby, come here. Come into my bosom. I hurt your feelings. I am so sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I had no idea. It wasn't my intention, but that's what I did. So I sincerely apologize. It was something that I just didn't believe would ever hurt his feeling, but it did. It hurt his sweet little feeling. So I felt so sad, but I'm like, my baby is he's advocating for himself. And I love that. That's power. That's powerful. So, Groot, thank you for this, for bringing up this conversation. This is beautiful. This is the thing I love about Chit-Chat Vibe Session now. We've extended it. And I think that's okay. I love things that flow organically, and that's what we did today. So, yes, thank you so much, Groot, and thank you, Satorfil, for adding to the flavor of what we call Chit-Chat Vibe Session. Anything else you'd like to say before we end the session? We're going to go right into our actions, okay? No break.
If you like that type of subject, I think his podcast, the link that I sent you, they got a podcast. It's actually pretty good. It also addresses things like, I want a man that can handle me, and he goes into the whole thing. Why would I want to come home and have to handle your ass? I got to handle my daily business. I don't want to come home and handle you.
Yeah.
You're grown ass woman. You need to be handling your own damn self. So, but he's got a really good podcast. I love the way he speaks. He is straight to the point. There is no sugarcoating, none of the shit, as you just heard. And if anybody's interested in it, it's called Tonight Conversations, and it's really good.
I think a lot of the issues when it comes to women's language pertaining to men is uneducated. And what I mean by that is, we have these, we hear things, we hear language being used and we think it's okay. And we say it without even thinking about what we're saying. To say that because when I was younger, much younger, I would say, I need a man that can handle me, But as you grow and you evolve and you understand, you realize that you don't want to be handled. You should not have to be handled. There must be something about you that has to be fixed. Because why would a man have to know how to handle you? No, I want a partner that knows how to love me, that knows how to nurture me. I want that is willing to learn to understand me. Because where there's understanding, there's knowledge, and when there's knowledge, there's growth. So I want that. I don't want to be handled. I just want somebody that's going to be able to love me and know how I need to be loved. But I want to also know how to give that back. It's reciprocity in a relationship. It's not a one-sided situation. So I think a lot of times, a lot of women and men they're attached to this language that is so toxic and negative and it's counterintuitive. So to say I want a man that can handle me, no. That's a no, a nay, a nine, and a nyet up in here. I'm gonna read some of the messages really quickly. Jono, so cute, said I tucked Maria in as well. I think it's adorable, you know what I'm saying? And there was a post that my daughter shared with me a couple years ago. Well, at least a year ago, I would say, a while ago. And it was a guy on TikTok, and he was saying that he was watching his mother, and he had a realization that his mom is just a girl, and he made him cry. And it's so beautiful. He's like, oh my gosh, she's just a girl, you know? And when she sent that to me, I started crying. I'm like, oh my God, it's so true. We're just girls, you know what I'm saying? And also the same stands true for men. You guys are just boys that want to be loved, nurtured as big and grown as you are, poured into, caressed, you know, talked to in a way that you feel you're being heard. You're just a boy. You know what I'm saying? We're all the end of the day, we're just boys and just girls.
The difference between us and boys is the size of our toys. That's
yeah, yeah, that is true. Because let me ask you guys, would it not feel good to come home to your partner or to be at home with your partner and you just lay your head in their bosom and just be caressed and kissed all over your face? Wouldn't that feel good?
I think that's our ultimate dream. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sharing in the misery of the day and not being felt like I can't,
you can't
I don't
talk
wanna hear
about it.
Your day. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hear about your shitty day. I have
Yeah.
my own problems.
Absolutely.
You've been home all day.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Yeah, we're just boys and girls at the end of the day. We just still we want the same things we wanted and needed when we were, growing up, being nurtured by our parents. We want those same things. You want time with your parents, you want time with your partner. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to do things with your parents, your partner, that you were able to play with and do with your parents. We're just all grown up. We're still boys and we're still girls. I love to get tucked in. I never knew that there was such a thing, but until Wolf came around, I get tucked in every night. He does not allow me to go. If we're not supposed to go to bed angry, group, that's one of the things we don't do. We don't like to go to bed upset. We have to. It can take up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We will not go to sleep if we have not resolved a stupid conversation, an issue we've had. But there are times I try to go to bed upset. He let me. He gonna be so sweet. Oh my God, he's bringing me my water. He's tucking me in. I said, I don't want you to tuck me in. He doesn't care. He's tucking me in. And of course, before I melt and I'm like, I love you, babe. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're just girls and boys at the end of the day. And I think if we can understand that, I think we'll do pretty good in relationships, Imagine being a child going to your mother, your father, and not being able to speak up about things that you're not happy with. Can you imagine your parent, your mom or your dad telling you, be quiet, You're not supposed to be talking about those things. Man up. Mm-hmm. A lot of them do, which is horrible. But imagine that feeling. Yeah, mine's too. But so no, you want a parent that you feel comfortable to go to. And that's what I love about our daughter. I've always made it an open door. You come right in, talk to me about everything. I share everything with her. I've shared the mistakes I've made, why, they're not good, not telling her she shouldn't do it, but I'm sharing with her very transparently what I did and the mistakes I made and why it wasn't good for me. So she can decide if these are things that she want to do for herself and why she should and should not do it. But that's the thing I think a lot of parents, they fail. They don't show how real they are, how human they are, and the mistakes that they've made. I say, baby, anything you think you will do, I most likely have already done it. So don't be afraid to share with me. You can talk to me about anything and there will be no judgment. All ears and understanding, and I want to just love you and be there for you. And I've always maintained that same philosophy. So imagine it's the same thing in relationships. I feel that I want my partner I want to be able to talk to him about everything, which I do. I want to be able to share all of who I am and my mistakes and all those things that I have. And I want to feel like I can do it without there being judgment. And so the same applies to your parents being able to do the same thing. So yeah, we're all just boys and girls with our partners. Not that we want to be parented by our spouses, our significant others, but we want to be poured into and loved and all that good stuff. The same thing we wanted from our parents. moving right along, guys. Damn. Let me get some of these comments, and we're going to move right on into these reactions. But let me go ahead and end the stream here before I forget.
Yes.
To those of you who are watching on YouTube, please join us. It won't be a whole lot of talking. On my Twitch channel, the link to my channel should be in the description of this stream. There you'll be a part of my live reaction, baby. We got a few lined up so far. I'm very happy. Yes. Ignorance of Bliss, Night People. What's this? I don't know what that one is, but 1004, I don't know what that is. Polaroids. We have Dance Gavin Dance. More of that from Imp. Imp is here. Hi, baby. 21 Pilots and Morbid Angels and more. So join us there. Say bye, Groot.
Y'all have a good day.
Mr. Toyful, say bye.
See you in a bit.
Yes. See you guys.